his boss calls him in and says, "What's this I hear about you? You haven't been handling business right." And I don't know if I think he may have been stealing. He wasn't a good manager. He might have, we don't know what he was doing. But anyway, he said, you don't get to work for me anymore. You're fired. But he doesn't immediately, he sort of says, "Turn in your stuff," but he doesn't make him do it right then. And so the guy goes out and thinks, "Well, what am I going to do? I can't beg and I can't do all, so I got to do something." So if you remember the parable, then he goes to all the people that owe his master money, and he tells them, "You owe, how much do you owe?" And the guy says, 800 gallons of olive oil or something. And he says, "Well, here," because he didn't turn in the books yet. See, all these people that owed money to the master didn't know he was fired yet. So they let him do business. So he's still doing business kind of illegally. Okay? So he goes to him and says, "How much do you owe?" I say, 800. And he says, "Well, here, let me just grab a pencil here a minute. And here, would you initial this? Put your name down." So when he's really saving his own skin, because when the master opens the book, it's going to be the guy that owed money that actually signed the paper and said 400. He said, "Here, sign 400. Put your name there that you owe 400. So now the master's not going to ask much. And and he goes through everybody that owes money and cuts it down. All right? Then the confusion comes in because he commends what we call shrewd, or the kind of the lion, the servant, this dishonest steward, sometimes it's called, and he commends him for what he did. Now there's two ways. I've taught this many, many times. There's one reason why he commends him. The first reason is he knew he was in trouble and he did something about it. And the lesson is, I've been doing this a long time, most Christians that are in trouble do nothing. They never change a thing. They don't change how they raise their kids. They don't change how they pray. They don't change their attendance. They do nothing. They don't change how much they give. They never change. Okay? So that's the first thing. He says the people of this world are more shrewd than Christians, because when they know they're in trouble, they do something. That's the first lesson. The second lesson, though, is real easy to miss, and I caught it the other day. I haven't taught it before, but I caught it the other day of one reason why he was commended. So let's back up for just a second. So the guy goes and changes everybody's bill, right? Now, he just lost a whole lot of money because it's the money that he was supposed to get, he's not going to get. So how come he would go and commend him? Oh, wait a minute. We have to remember what this culture at that time was after. He already had plenty of money. 800 gallons is huge. I forgot how much money that's worth. And that was just one customer. This guy had plenty of money. But in this culture, there's something that as you know, you've heard me teach, that he can get money. But there's one thing there's one thing he can't get for himself: honor. Because it's an honor-shame culture, and if you honor yourself, then it's not honor anymore. It's dishonorable, right? So honor has to come from somebody else. So get this now, and I'll end. So the manager has no idea that the dishonest guy went out and changed everybody's bill. He has no idea, right? He doesn't know what's going on until he leaves his house. And he leaves his house as the master, and he walks downtown, and he walks through the city gates, and all of a sudden there's a whole lot of people going, "Hey, oh, you're a good old boy. He's a good old boy. Huh? Oh, we like you. Oh, honor and praise go to you." And he's going like, what? I changed their bill. He's the most popular man in town, and he just got what his money couldn't buy. So he commends the dishonored steward, not for his dishonesty, but he just, by the actions that he took to save his own job, he just created honor without permission. And the owner doesn't get mad. He says, "You're pretty smart. You just made me the most popular man in town. Sure, it costs some money, but I don't care. I got money, but I can't buy honor." And in an honor and shame society, we realize we may have made mistakes. We may have not conducted business, which is what we're told to do. We're supposed to conduct business while he's gone. We may not have conducted that good of business. What do we do now? First of all, stop being stupid. You can have made mistakes and become shrewd and smart, and all you got to do is turn whatever's happened to you into honor. Turn it into a testimony. Get down on your face, pray, break through, give more, until finally you're up here saying, I went through a tough time, and I was questioning God, and I said some things, and I thought some things, but you know what? I held on to my faith. I continued to walk by faith. I did not turn back from God. I did not accuse God. I did not turn my back on God. I remained faithful even through the hard times when I thought I was out of a job, because that guy thought he was out of a job. I thought I was out of a job, but I went around and did business in his name. I went and did business for my master, and he started getting honor. And all of a sudden the master said, you're kind of cool, I kind of like you. You're kind of dishonest, but you turned it around. Now everybody's applauding Jesus. Now people are honoring Jesus even though you've been stupid. Right? You've been foolish with your life, but you can turn it around and get a testimony out of it.